Pre-market news and views by In The Money Stocks. Today is March 27, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to start off here with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see that the futures right now are trading lower by about 2 points to 2046 per contract, roughly around that, 2046.5 per contract, right around that level. You're going to see that the market has been pretty volatile. We did trade down to 2041 before rebounding. So all in all, this has been a pretty wild evening and a pretty wild morning. So we'll see how this market plays out going into the weekend. But all in all, yesterday we did have a pretty good gap down. The markets did recover a little bit. We'll see if that is going to be the case today, or do we just go sideways and choppy for the rest of the session. But you do have a lot of geopolitical events taking place right now, and certainly the economic data will come into play. But I don't think that's the big mover. I think the markets just got to sort themselves out. Yes, last week we did have a big news event with the Federal Reserve coming out with their statement, and the markets have given back all of that upside from last week. So it is pretty important to see where today finishes, and we'll see how it plays out. But in the meantime, there are definitely some stocks in the news that we can look at. We're going to start off with GameStop. Ticker symbol is GME. You're seeing this stock is trading right around $37.10. It closed at $38.79 yesterday. So there's a fair amount of support around the 37 level. You can see a daily chart gap level if you do look at the charts here. You can see right there 37. There's a pretty nice little gap. So there is some support there. So that looks to be what's holding at the moment. But all in all, if this does fall, you're going to watch the 33.68 level. I know that's a long way down from here, but yes, it can happen. 33.68, 33.60, right in that vicinity. That's where there will be intraday support if the stock does trade lower. Let's take a look at Restoration Hardware. This stock is getting hit as well. Stock is trading right now at 88.20, closed at 93.14. Only level I have for Restoration Hardware would be around 83.50. 83.60, and then I have a very, very good level around 76.49. So those levels are both a lot lower, and we have a long way down before we reach them. But either way, those would be the levels that I keep on the radar. Now, there was a little bit of a merger today, or a spin-off, I should say. Dow Chemical, I believe, is spinning off one of its units, and that stock is trading decently higher, closed at 46.86. So that's a decent little move. Dow Chemical actually has upside to around 49, and then after that it can go as high as 52.75. So we'll keep that on the radar today. I'm not sure if it's going to get up there, but if you own Dow, I would just trail your stop loss. But they did do a deal with Olin. OLN is the ticker symbol there, and that stock is trading sharply higher. So again, if you own Olin, just trail your stop loss. There's nothing to do. That's a great move off the close. Closed at 27.19. It's now trading at 33.49. So that's a tremendous move higher. Just trail your stop loss. That's the best way to play it. So again, I just want to remind everybody, come on over, take a 7-day free trial in the Research Center. Anytime we have a down day or you see red on the screen, you know one thing. That's going to mean action in the intraday stock chat. So come on over, take a 7-day free trial to that. Or just take out a subscription and you'll see everything that we're doing. Come over, watch our desktops live. Any gap plays that we have, we post those up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we're really ready before the opening bell. We have stocks in focus that we're looking to play. So come on over, take a 7-day free trial to that intraday stock chat. We've had a great 2015, and we're looking to keep that going. All right, so let's go over to BMARE. This is ticker symbol BMRN, and what you're going to see here is that this stock is trading sharply higher today. Right now it's trading at $123.95. It did trade above the 127 level briefly. Now this stock is very overbought, so I would not be chasing it up here. If you own it, I would immediately be trailing the stop loss, because this is a stock that is spiking up, but it's at highs, and whenever that happens, we don't know if that's going to hold. So you want to be a little bit careful with this, but a good little pop higher. But I would immediately trail the stop loss, and I would not be a buyer up here at these levels chasing the stock here. Let's take a look at Finish Line. FINL is the ticker symbol there. This stock had a huge spike above the 2660 level. Now it's trading back down to earth a little bit at 2470. It did close at 2394. I am seeing a lot of resistance at $25. So right off the bat, there's a ton of resistance here. You got to be careful with this one. If you own it, trail the stop loss. We'll be watching this intraday once the opening bell rings as a potential play one way or the other, either on the long side or potentially on the short side at 25. Let's take a look at BlackBerry. They had news as well. The stock right now has been all over the map, but it's holding firm at $9.72. So it's really got a lot of resistance around $9.82. So keep that on the radar once the opening bell rings. But it's a fairly strong gap. It's not the greatest gap I've ever seen. Max move upside on this stock is probably around $10.60. So it doesn't have any more upside in it than that. I want to take a look at YHOO today. YHOO is in the news. Looks like they're going to do a $2 billion $2 billion buyback, I think, in their stock, if I'm not mistaken. You could check out the news for yourself. I looked at it briefly earlier today, but it looks like they are doing some type of a share buyback. I think it's $2 billion stock buyback. So to check it out for yourself. But either way, it's not really moving the needle, and YHOO has a ton of resistance at $46.40. So keep that level on the radar today. $46.40. I just do not see YHOO getting through that level today. So again, maybe it pierces it by a few pennies. That's always a possibility. But even on this news, I just don't see YHOO getting through there. All right, let's go over to the gold market. Gold futures are trading a little bit lower today. They're down about $4 to around $1201.70. If you take a look at the GLD, you're going to see the GLD is trading right around the 115.21 level, closed at 115.48. Remember, gold is a little bit overbought. We're into a lot of resistance here on the GLD chart. So to see a little bit of a pullback, as long as it's mild, that could be setting up for a higher price in the coming week. But I don't see anything tragic for gold today, but it is down a little bit on gold futures. But then again, if you were an In the Money Stocks member, you already know that. We talked about that the last couple of days. All right, let's take a look here at the oil market. Oil is retreating today. It's trading at $50.92. Light sweet crude is down 52 cents on the session. When we look at the USO, and that's what we're going to take a look at here, you're going to see this is still trading at around 18.05. It closed at 18.21 yesterday. Oil was down more. It has come back up again. Remember, there are geopolitical events in play right now that does usually help the price of oil. So again, geopolitical events, whether it's something going on in Russia or Ukraine. This time we have Yemen and Syria and Saudi Arabia. That's a little bit more important as far as oil, if you ask me, simply because of the fact that Saudi Arabia is the biggest producer of crude in the world. So keep that on the radar. Oil can still be volatile. Right now you're getting just a premium in oil simply because of the dollar going negative, and you're also seeing the geopolitical events taking place. So two factors there, giving oil that little bit of a boost recently, but today it is trading down by about 50 cents at the moment. All right, I think I covered everything that I wanted to get through. Again, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to our intraday stock chat. Also, our research center and our options program has been really having a great 2015 as well. With that being said, everybody, have a great day. We'll see you on the charts.